Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Don't Argue Podcast. Hope you're well. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're new, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Look, and saying that before we get into this video, hit that intro. Alright guys, here we go. Right, it's another episode for you guys here where I basically give you guys my thoughts on any particular player who play for the Fremantle Dockers. Obviously the criteria is they've had to play a game. It doesn't matter if they played 2 games, 1 game, or obviously 23 plus games. You had to have played at least 1 game this season. We have here is Heath Chapman, Mr. Hand of God, if you go back to round 1 against the Crows. In saying that though, we'll get straight into it. Alright, so Heath Chapman played a handful of games for Fremantle this season. He played 17 games. So according to his stats, he had 18.6 disposals, which was average. He had 10.6 kicks, which was average. He had 8 handballs, which was actually above average. He had 6.2 marks per game, which was above average. 1.7 tackles, which is below average. And then 252.9 meters gained, which was average as well. Some of his key games as well, just quickly. Against West Coast Eagles in round 3, the Giants in round 4, North Melbourne round 8, and also Melbourne round 11, and Western Bulldogs round 21, and then actually in the finals too against the Bulldogs in the week 1. Overall, his stats also show that he had 0 goals, 0 behinds, 29 tackles. He had 180 kicks, 136 handballs, as well as 316 disposals, 105 marks as well overall. Look, yeah, my thoughts on Heath Chapman, right? Mr. Hand of God, in my opinion. If you go back to like I said, the Crows round 1 there in Adelaide where I went there live, loved it. Look, Heath Chapman, right? In terms of defenders, in terms of a player like that, he, to me, how do I say this? He brought some sort of potential. Very good potential, in my opinion. Now, granted, a young player at 20 years of age, still learning his craft, and I suppose still growing too at 193 centimeters. He brought a lot of intensity in moments there, in patches. Now, don't get me wrong, there was moments there, key games too, where he didn't play so well, and I'll get to them right now. And those games were against West Coast Eagles round 22, Melbourne round 20, as well as another unfortunate game against Giants at round 23. So yeah, again, some of those games there, and again, I'm just basing them off AFL fantasy points, but you get my drift there. A good player, a lot of potential, played a lot of good games to be fair with you guys, more good than bad. But yeah, it was just how do I say this? I just think for mine, you can tell that there's going to be something there. With Heath Chapman, I really appreciate the hard work he has, the grit, especially the kicking as well. The defense, the 1-1 defense, he's actually really good at it for some reason. He's got very high IQ for a defender at a young age. That's one thing as well I noticed about him. Very good high IQ, makes very good plays. Overall though, my overall assessment of him, I appreciate what he did, and he's young too. So again, I know I'm going to use it again, but I'm just going to say it again one more time. Potential is there. It's actually upward, and I think he'll take a lot out of the season, and I really did like him. Now, if I was to actually give him my own personal ranking, I think I would give Heath Chapman an honest, I'll give him an honest B, a B, actual B. I thought it wasn't too bad, so yeah, B for me. Anyway, guys, that's my overall review of Heath Chapman for 2022. Hope you all. Thanks again for tuning in. Take it easy. See you guys next time, and just remember, don't argue.